Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
The search for a hit-and-run driver stretches from Macomb County to Georgia, and today the suspect finally faced a judge.
Shifting south, we're learning more about the third phase of the big I-75 rebuild and which communities it'll impact most.
But we're going to begin here at 6 with the dangerous heat almost all of us are going to have to deal with here over the next few days.
Lots of big outdoor events already underway, like Faster Horses and the Ann Arbor Art Fair, where staying cool will be easier said than done.
So let's start things off here at 6 with Ben. The rain has pushed the temps down a little bit, but that just means a steam bath, doesn't it?
Don't let your guard down for the next couple days. Even though we got a little bit of a break today, it's Friday and Saturday that we're most concerned with, and that's why the excessive heat warnings have been posted. It's for pretty much everybody except Sanilac County. Temperatures there just slightly cooler, and that's where a heat advisory is in effect. Both of these run all the way through Saturday, so the rest of today, Friday, and of course the first part of the weekend. Air quality alerts have also been extended into tomorrow. The combination of the heat and humidity and the stagnant air means ozone is going to be down near the ground, not up top where it actually benefits us. But that's going to be a problem if you have breathing issues. Keep that in mind. Current temperatures, all 80s because of those thunderstorms, especially south of 8 Mile, that have pushed those temperatures down. We only got to 89 for a high today, but the heat index readings, those are still in the 90s in some spots that are north of 8 Miles. Coming up, we'll look at heat index readings in your 4-zone forecast and find out when the real relief will get here. Follow everything this weekend on the Local Forecasters app. It's got everything you need to know about this heat wave in the palm of your hand. Download it for free in your app store by searching WDIV. Devin?
Ben, DTE predicting record energy usage this weekend as many of us crank the AC to fight the heat wave that's already settled in.
But people who work outside, they don't have any choice but to grin and bear it. Jamie Edmonds caught up with some today, and Jamie, these folks are such a great resource, I should say, because they have to be smart about the kind of weather they deal with.
Oh, absolutely, Karen. Who better to teach us all how to deal with these temperatures than the people who work in it every day, all day long. Welcome to this MDOT crew's mobile office, where today temperatures were near 90 and felt like much more.
We're milling up and down Michigan Avenue.
But it's not like they can just go inside and cool off. So we asked them, how do you deal with the heat?
We drink a lot of water, get in the shade when we can. Just try to not stay in direct sunlight.
And they say they watch out for one another.
Watching out for your coworkers, making sure everyone's keeping hydrated and everyone's, not looking like they're about to fall over.
Detroit firefighters know a thing or two about looking out for each other in extreme heat, but you may not know this. After the fire is out on days like today, there's still a danger to the firefighters.
In weather, temperate weather, 50, 60 degrees, not a problem. You just open your coat up. In this kind of weather, the biggest problem we have is hyperthermia, which means that you're way too hot. So you've got to take the gear off. You've got to get in the shade. You've got to hydrate.
Dave Fornell is the deputy fire commissioner, and he says it's up to the chief to call in extra help on days like today to give his firefighters a rest. They brought in air conditioners for the aging firehouses in Detroit, and they have pallet after pallet of room temperature water.
And surprisingly, it's not ice cold water. I mean, you want the water cool, but ice cold water is not the best in a very, very hot situation. You really want more like room temperature water if you're trying to hydrate it. It's absorbed by the body much more effectively.
Yes, some really great stuff from 2 different types of work crews. Let's review what we've learned. Stay hydrated. Drink even when we're not thirsty. Number 2, watch out for one another. Co-workers, friends, even strangers that you see might not look right. And number 3, drink room temperature water. Ice water is very appealing in these temperatures, but I'll take the advice of firefighters. They're drinking room temperature water. They do this all the time. They know, and that's what I'm going to do. Devin, Karen, some great tips really for all of us as temperatures get higher tomorrow and through the weekend.
Good advice, because it's tempting to make that water as cold as you can possibly get it, like with the weather we've got coming. All right, Jamie, now today, weeks after a hit and run that killed a man in Warren, the suspect in the case brought before a judge, but authorities had to travel some distance to find Valeria Ann Bossel of St. Clair Shores. Sean Lay following this story for us, and Sean, she was down in Georgia.
That's exactly right. And investigators revealing new clues about how she got there. There was a hit and run back in early June, and then police say they tracked her to the bus station where she hopped a bus at midnight, ended up in Georgia. But everything stopped in the courtroom today when she told the judge, "Judge, I wasn't running away to escape the law."
What do you want to tell me?
I didn't run, sir.
Valerie Bostel says she did not go on the run after an awful hit and run that killed 55-year-old Pete Chisholm. But police say it's clear she changed her appearance after the June 5th incident. That's Bostel before on the left, and that's her on the right after she eventually turned herself in weeks later in Georgia.
You didn't run. I thought the detective said you were arrested in Georgia.
We went to Georgia for entirely different reasons, sir.
But police caught her car as it was on its way to be sold. They found the grill of the car in her work parking lot. Chisholm was dragged for 1 mile. Police say he would have likely lived if she had just stopped her car.
Multiple facts of the case are pretty awful. She struck Mr. Chisholm and dragged him for approximately a mile before he came dislodged on his own.
I can't measure your intentions. I can only measure your actions.
Back here live, judge agreed with the police here, saying that again she's a flight risk. This driver, suspected hit and run driver, now a defendant in the case. Devin, bottom line here: $250,000 cash bond. So she's likely not going anywhere right now.
Have police said anything about why she took off? Why'd she run?
That's the thing. They don't think drugs and alcohol were involved. It was early in the morning and she was headed to work. They think she just panicked, would not stop, knowing he was under the car. She still got to work on time and left the car there. Some pieces there as well. They say if she had just stopped, she likely would not be facing charges now.
Exactly. All right, Sean. Karen.
Well, when it comes to road construction around here, it never is about when will it end, more like where will it go next? Well, we are learning more about the third phase of the big I-75 revamp. Coco McAvoy live outside of a meeting in Madison Heights, one of the communities that will really bear the brunt of it, Coco.
Yes, because here's the deal. Segment 3 will work on 5.5 miles of I-75 from 8 Mile Road to 13 Mile Road, and it will impact a few communities, including Royal Oak, Madison Heights, and Hazel Park.
It seems you can't go anywhere in Metro Detroit without seeing construction. And if you drive on I-75,
it's a big hassle.
A big hassle that's impacted Jerry Simpson's commute in a major way.
I have had appointments that took me 3 hours to get to. Normally it would take like 45 minutes or an hour.
But the work being done on I-75 is crucial to fix our crumbling roads, and it's far from over.
We're going to be kicking off Segment 3 of the I-75 modernization next month.
Segment 3 will work on another 5.5 mile stretch, impacting Royal Oak, Hazel Park, and Madison Heights.
It's a full rebuild, bridge replacements, brand new pavement, everything brand new from 8 Mile up to 13 Mile.
MDOT officials held an open house at the Madison Heights Public Library this afternoon to inform the public about the project.
A lot of times the public has a much different perspective than we do, and we learn things.
Because it will affect their day-to-day lives.
We're going to see a lot of construction traffic, so we just wanted to obviously share the details.
The prep work for Segment 3 starts next month, with the full project ramping up in 2020.
And of course, right now we are in Segment 2, and that's going to wrap up in 2020. But as I mentioned, Segment 3 really kicks off in 2020, which is next year, and that's not going to wrap up until the year 2023. Reporting live this evening, I'm Coco McAvoy, Local 4.
All right, pack your patience. Thank you, Coco.
A Ferndale man is accused of threatening his fiancée with a knife, and apparently it was all because she wouldn't kiss him. Police say a woman refused the request of Robert Furwa because he'd been drinking and abusing his prescription medications. When she said no, he allegedly pulled a knife on her. She was able to grab the knife and call 911, but he's now facing domestic violence charges. Redford Township needs your help in finding a pair of cell phone thieves. They say this woman took a phone at the mobile gas station on 5 Mile and Beach Daily last month. She allegedly showed it to the man in the photo, then hid it and walked out. If you know anything about who these two might be, you're urged to contact police.
A 3-year-old girl from Westland, badly hurt in a fireworks accident, is doing well tonight as she recovers from brain surgery. Lucy's family is hopeful she'll be headed home from the hospital in the next couple of days. She was accidentally hit by a firework when it fell and hit her where she was standing over 200 feet away. There is a GoFundMe for her medical expenses. You can find more information on our website at clickondetroit.com.
Let's get a check on what's coming up on NBC Nightly News, which you'll see here at 6:30.
Yeah, Lester Holt joins us live from New York City with a preview. Hi, Lester.
Hey, Devin and Karen, good to see you tonight. UPS drivers are describing why some of them are being overcome on the job, and some even ending up in the hospital. We'll hear what they say is putting them at risk and hear what the company is saying. And we could be going back to the moon in maybe 5 years. There's a race to send humans back, and this time maybe to stay. We'll tell you all about that tonight.
All right, we look forward to it. We'll see you in about 20 minutes. Thank you, Lester. Still ahead, a big vote of confidence for the local nurses who say they're being treated unfairly in their attempt to unionize.
Also, here's Jason.
The Monroe High School Marching Band has a pretty famous member this year. You've probably seen him before. We'll reintroduce you to him and tell you why these guys and girls are raising a lot of money.
All right, Jason.